This time for us to do a demonstration is BB and his pet trainer. What we are going to do today, skateboarding, not ice skate, is BB skateboard. There are many owners will see in the video some dogs can skateboard is very envious. We will teach you today to realize how to let their dogs skateboard a wish. We came to first do a demonstration. In fact, this and on the mat the training also has a certain relationship, that is, we first reward him with 2 feet on the skateboard. This process it must not let the skateboard slide. You can fix the skateboard, because sometimes the dog a step on the skateboard a move, the dog will be afraid. So the very beginning of the time must be fixed up the skateboard. From the safety point of view, it must be the first skateboard to use the buka or other objects first fixed. Do not let it slide, because the dog for the first time if you step on the call a slip may be shocked. It will never get on top of the skateboard, so we will first use the book to the top of the skateboard. Do not let it slide, and then put the dog on the ground, and then hope that he can step on both feet to the skateboard. This training and that on the mat training is the same. That is, to start with can be used to guide the way at as long as 1 or 2 feet on the mat to the skateboard. We can treat the skateboard as a mat. As long as he has 2 feet on the skateboard behavior, we will give him a reward. And then because the last skateboard must be 3 legs on the top, so 2 legs up, we began to think of ways to add some guidance, so that his body to go forward a little, so then there will be 3 feet on the skateboard, 1 foot on the ground of this behavior. This time we will reward him. If the 3 legs can get on the skateboard, we will start to move the front of this fixed object forward a little bit, the book so that it slightly the skateboard can have some slide. The dog will have a moment of inertia on the skateboard, so that the skateboard will slide forward, then he just touch the book, there will be a break. There will be a very obvious stop of feeling. This time it is when we stop the skateboard will press the ring. The dog will have a concept of hitting an object, will get a reward, and then we can constantly we can then slowly and continuously move the book forward, and then increase the distance when the inertia has stopped, but he has not reached the goal of hitting the book, it will start to use a leg backward stomp. We now do a little to move the tree a little forward, and then let it have an inertia to slide forward, a process to try. Very short point, because if it is too long there may be scared of the dog. Well, yes, and then increase the distance a little bit, hey, after the collision to give a reward. The distance can be increased in. Now we are in this period of training, may take about a week or so to complete. All well, we now is to increase the distance. The back of this book cannot be used. Just use this previous book to do so. After the impact on the skateboard to the book, it represents the focus of the behavior will be rewarded, and then we just increase this end distance. The distance is getting farther and farther, and then the dog will appear to slide backward legs of that behavior increases, because the dog is not rewarded if the dog is standing on it does not move, the dog is not rewarded. Yes, only the skateboard hitting this book position will give the reward. Yes, only when the skateboard hit the book, then it will stop giving a bonus so you can start coming more and more. The longer you increase the distance it skates When the distance of this reward is long enough, you cannot use this book. You can completely remove this book. It can go infinite distance to go skateboarding. Just now is the whole process of BB training skateboard. In this training process there is a very important point, that is, at the very beginning do not let the dog fear of the skateboard. There may be fear as the skateboard move so the very beginning must be fixed skateboard, do not let it move. The second thing that needs attention is how to make it into 3 legs on the skateboard because 4 legs on the skateboard is meaningless. This training time is required to be meticulous and then need a lot of patience to get him out. Stable 3 legs on the skateboard, with 1 leg on the ground. The third place that needs attention is to let this skateboard has a little movement. This process also needs to be a gradual training. Must start with a very short distance. There is a little wobble, and then give him a reward. Otherwise there will not appear like this skateboard as soon as it appears then to jump up so a process, because he really likes to play this game. If at the beginning, we pursue too fast, so that the dog has a very large training to improve, then it is possible that we do a great distance at once, and then let the wobble move very fast. There may be a dog afraid of the situation. So it must be the very beginning from a small distance to start moving, and then gradually increase, so that the dog are more and more like skateboarding. Just this training process is the third point we said, is that his distance must start from a very short gradually increase. This is very important. Skateboard training it is here. I do not know if you see, this is a very interesting and fun training, both for the owner and the dog is very fun. I don't know if you get it or not. Welcome to subscribe to our channel, open the little bell. You have any good training methods can leave a message in the comments section. Continue to watch the back of the course, this lesson will be here. Thank you, goodbye.